guys, welcome back to my channel. This is CSR KPop, and for today we'll be doing a deep dive into one of the biggest scandals that rocked in the K-pop industry. If you guys are new to my channel, hello, my name is CSR KPop. I do just general Hallyu content. If you guys are new to my channel, I do K-pop reactions, anything related to Hallyu wave meaning the Korean entertainment industry. This is a new part of my channel. It kind of is an old one, but I'm just doing commentary now as well, so I hope you guys like it. If you guys like it, please give me your feedback down below. I also noticed that when I'm more like myself, I'm not saying I wasn't myself in my other videos, but when I'm more myself, you guys actually end up really liking the videos. So that's Tata. Say hello. He's a co-host. Actually, this took me 3 days to wrap up all the scandals that this particular person was in. Before we get into this video, make sure you subscribe, comment, and like this video. If you didn't like it, please let me know down below what I could do to make it better. Don't be shy. I am awaiting all of you guys to comment on this video, so if you guys don't comment, I'm gonna be very sad face. And if you guys haven't seen my last video, this top is from Yes Style. I actually really like this. I'm gonna wear it for this video. And I want to say thank you to Yes Style once again for allowing me to have this opportunity to work with them and collaborating with them. But anyways, let's move on to the actual topic of the interested video that you guys came here for. I've written everything in my laptop. I've written on my Notion, so if you guys have Notion and you want to see what I've wrote about her, please let me know down below, Let's get into the actual video. I'm going to split up this deep dive into several sections about who she is, her background, scandals, and I'm also going to break down the mini scandals that she's been in. So Han Seo Hee is from a third generation chaebol, which means her family has generational wealth. She was born in 1995. She quickly ended up showing an interest into K-pop and, becoming a performer, a singer. There isn't much known about her family background, but from what I've researched is that her dad owns a company that is well known in Korea, and her mom, I believe, is a private school head teacher. She ended up going on to a survival show called, if I'm not mistaken, Birth of a Great Star 3, season 3, and was noticed by JYP, and she was subsequently signed on to Jellyfish Entertainment. However, I've seen other sources where they said that she was training at Pledis Entertainment. So those two entertainment companies may have been mixed. All that we know is she was signed into a agency that wasn't part of the big three. She started training in Pledis Entertainment as an idol and for a certain amount of time, but due to the fact that she wasn't able to debut under that company, she didn't really disclose much about her idol life and training life, possibly due to the contract that she signed. So she's legally not obliged to disclose what happened. Her inability to debut as a K-pop idol under that company has led her to having some resentment towards the idols that have actually debuted and the ones that she actually was meant to debut with, which was, I believe, Gugudan. Afterwards, she signed in with YG Entertainment, where she had to routinely take drug tests, and the rules were much stricter under that company, seen as part of the big three. The big three meaning as the three biggest K-pop entertainment companies in Korea. That kind of sparked her onslaught of scandals that she ended up having with some of the idols that will be mentioned in this video. So yeah, that was her background. She grew up as a rich girl and things didn't turn out well for her in terms of her actually passionately trying to get into singing. In October 2016, Top was accused allegedly of smoking marijuana with a female trainee, which was Han Seo Hee at the time, on separate few occasions. He was then arrested in July 20th, 2017. Upon the arrest, he actually tested positive for the substance. How? The police were able to do a hair follicle test, which can also detect the presence of marijuana as far as 3 years prior to you taking it. So if you've taken marijuana, let's say let's say at the time it was 2017, so you'd have to have taken it from 2014 onwards to actually test positive, and that test can be able to detect that. So the court has sentenced him to 10 months suspended jail sentence, which that suspension was held on for 2 years for drug use, as he pled guilty. A 10-month suspension means he was suspended for 2 years, so after those 2 years he will go into jail for 10 months. That's basically what it means. Why did he get a suspended jail sentence? It's because Korea has a very strict law against the use of marijuana, tattoos, and all of that. With this, he was actually also doing his mandatory military service in Korea, and with that he was being suspended from being a conscripted police officer. Afterwards, he ended up being admitted into hospital for taking a huge amount of sedatives and tranquilizers, as he overdosed on them, and he was found unconscious, probably by his managers or his family friends. We don't know about that, so I'm not going to talk about that. Well, up to now, he will undergo a review as to determine whether he can actually continue serving as a police officer. If he is discharged, he will finish his military service as a public service worker. So instead of being a police officer, he will be in like civic centres or in civil servant centres and help the public in that way. Most of you are wondering, why is Han Seo Hee being hated by being involved with him? She was the one that smoked with him, and she should be taken as much as consolation as the fans of Top. However, all of this wouldn't have happened to him if the main person in question, Han Seo Hee, didn't whistleblowed on Top. She leaked that information. So if she didn't have leaked that information, he really didn't have to go through all that ordeal and end up in hospital. So that's what why people were mad at her. This wasn't gonna be the last time we saw Han Seo Hee. She also served a jail sentence. I don't know how long for. I didn't go too much into that, but I'll probably put it here or something. See what happened to her instead of him. Now, this has to be one of the biggest scandals that she actually ended up in. And this was the BI/Kim Hanbin from iKON. This once again was to do with drugs. In April 2016, BI was implicated in a drug scandal when the Korean news outlet Dispatch leaked a chat conversation between BI and a anonymous person called A. BI was discussing with A upon purchasing some LSD and marijuana. He also negotiated in buying at least 10 tabs worth of the drugs, which amounted to up to 1 million won. And he alluded in taking some of the substances with A before. Dispatch accused YG in scapegoating A and using A as a fall guy to break any link between A and BI. After that, BI took to Instagram and apologized and swiftly announced that he will be leaving one of the biggest K-pop groups, iKON. He also announced that he'll be leaving YG Entertainment altogether, so there's no way for any sort of solos or any sort of reuniting collabs like that with iKON again. The police knew of BI's involvement when A was arrested back in August 2016. Now, if you think about it, however, in 4th of April 2019, Newsys reported that A reported YG Entertainment to the Anti-Corruption and Civil Rights Commission through the lawyer who also handled the serious case of the Burning Sun scandal. In the complaint, Yang Hyun-suk, also known as the founder of YG Entertainment, had threatened A to change their testimony. However, YG claimed that it was to change their testimony because BI actually tested negative. A was Han Seo Hee. And at this point, I think everyone really put the two and two together and realized that she was the same person that actually was involved with Top. And when I heard about Top's thing, I was just like, if you're not around a certain age, you would know that most of these idols would be doing these things, but it would never cross your mind. So when I actually heard about what happened with Top and Han Seo Hee and everything, I was just like, it was like, chillax, girl, what are you doing? Like, you don't need to go after so many people. Everyone does drugs. I mean, not everyone, but most of them being in the entertainment industry. That's just facts. In her interrogation in August 2016, she actually admitted Han Seo Hee admitted to delivering LSD to BI on the 3rd of May 2016. But on her third round of investigation, she changed her testimony, saying that she didn't do any of that. Han Seo Hee made a statement in the Instagram pleading for impartiality and judging her character, because at that time most of the fans of BI and Top were going after her and not really believing her story, her side of the story. She also clarified that she was the middleman and not the dealer of the drugs. So she asked the public to shift the focus on YG, who was actually making deals with the police and threatening her to change her statement. Subsequently, after this ordeal, YG Yang Hyun-suk, I can't really say that. I got myself shook in saying that. But yes, Yang Hyun-suk actually ended up leaving YG Entertainment altogether and appointing a new CEO afterwards. Now, you know why people are getting mad. It was everything. Scandal that put the nail in the coffin was of Wonho from Monster X. This was crazy. So y'all gotta listen to it. So on the 29th of October 2019, Jang Daeun, which was Wonho's ex, who was currently then as in by the 29th of October 2019, she was dating Han Seo Hee. So Jang Daeun announced on Instagram, claiming that Wonho owed her a lot of money, amounted to 30 million won. At the time of researching, it was actually $26,051.39 on the 31st of July 2021. She claimed that whenever she tried to contact him, he actually just disappears and ghosts her. She began to post all the communications he then had with Wonho's lawyers. Wonho then later announced that he would be leaving the group. Now, the reason why he actually left the group, I will put that thing here, his statement here. Here's what he said. And this wasn't actually the only reason why he left the group. The whole scandal with him owing money in his trainee day, it was because he had a string of scandals, especially he was going through also he also went through another, like, a drug scandal, and although he tested negative, he really didn't want to be he didn't want Monster X and the Mom Babies to be connected with all of his past ordeals. So he took the leap of faith, and he just ended up leaving and apologizing to his fans. And so that was the big three scandals. What do you guys think about all these big three scandals? If you guys like this video, if you're liking this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and comment down below. Comment down below what you guys are thinking. Just let me know. I'm going to be talking to you about the mini scandals. I think that this one should be a part of the big scandals, but I'm gonna leave it in the middle scandal because it didn't like shook everyone too much, but like it was still like, huh? Like, really? This first mini scandal is going to be about Shonu from Monster X again, having an affair with a married woman. Han Seo Hee actually started dating Jang Daeun on October 31st, 2019, and Han Seo Hee posted 2 Instagram stories which showed screenshots of Jang Daeun having a conversation with a man that claimed his wife was having an affair with Shonu from Monster X. The man had actually allegedly gone to Starship Entertainment to file against Shonu. The legal rep said that he, i.e. Shonu, will not actually get involved. He also clarified that Shonu only knew of the man's wife, and even if she disclosed that she was married, Shonu would never do anything that would implicate him into any sort of scandals, and the legal rep made it known to the married man that Seonu is not the type of person to be doing that, and that he only knew of her. He never deepened that kind of connection, conversation, and relationship with the married woman. Han Seo Hee then later deleted the stories after the legal rep released that statement. We're gonna be talking about V and the nightclub incident. V as in Kim Taehyun from BTS. If you guys are ARMY, please write down in the comments. Show me some purple heart. Literally, it's all sad when I see her, bro. Okay. At an Instagram, an ARMY actually asked her whether she liked BTS. She actually disclosed when she was 19, her and her quote-unquote close friend, Kim Ki-bum, went together with V at a nightclub. At the time, the ARMYs speculated that V would have been a minor back then. So, if you're under the age, I think, of 20, you're not allowed to be at a nightclub. No ifs, no buts, no whatever. So, being a teen and going into a club could heavily implicate that club, end up to having that club suspended for like 2 weeks. If you guys watched Itaewon Class, I'm not trying to spoil it too much, but you've seen how that happened, or that club could actually shut down indefinitely, and for allowing a teen to go to the club and drinking alcohol. Once again, Korea have a strict law against teenagers drinking alcohol. So that's why they have this after the SATs, they have this tradition I've learnt, where like when you're just about, where everyone in that certain age set turns 20, I think around the New Year's or something, they go to a restaurant or a bar or something, and they will take their first alcohol together, and that's so sweet. Like fans and V's fans and then other people also asked if V was a minor, and it was by then that after people have been taking interest in this, she then began to backtrack her story and said that even if it was true, it wouldn't have been such a big deal. But you can't just go out and say, actually, I'm gonna keep my opinions to myself at the end of this video, so I'll give my closing thoughts afterwards. So Kim Ki-bum's agency then released a statement saying that Kim Ki-bum is friends with V, but he has never taken him to a club. He knew Han Seo Hee in the past, but has not communicated with her after she became famous through the internet. So Kim Ki-bum wasn't taking any strays. He wasn't catching no strays. Like, he just literally shut down the whole conversation. And, Han Seo Hee later then removed any links with V, but people are still annoyed that she even tried to come after V, even now that he is like part of the biggest boy band in the world. So the next scandal is going to be about Kang Hyuk-min, who is a model. Kang Hyuk-min decided to get involved I think she posted a picture about her reading a book about feminism or something, and she had like a feminist shirt. That's a very infamous picture. And then he basically said that she actually warps the idea of what it means to be a feminist today, and people that follow her are really doing a disservice to modern day feminists in Korea. And he basically was also criticizing her as well in his social media. And then she kind of clapped back when all the fans got to know this. She clapped back and said, well, I'd rather not be a R-word. Oh my gosh, should have put a trigger. I'd rather not be a R-wordist in training. That led to a flood of abuse and death threats on the internet against Kang Hyuk-min by her followers. So after then, Kang Hyuk-min released a statement saying that him and his lawyers are putting together a lawsuit suing Han Seo Hee and 10,000 of her followers that have rained down the death threats and abuse against Kang Hyuk-min. And so afterwards, she ended up removing that post saying that he was the R-word in training. And then she removed the post because allegedly, he apologized to her. So that was why she removed the post. And then Kang Hyuk-min was like, bro, I never apologized to you. Like, it's just because you're afraid of the lawsuit against you that I'm suing your ass that you just decided to take down the post. And then he just said that she was just like scared of the repercussions from the lawsuit. So That's why he took down the post. Okay. The next scandal is going to be on... It's really mini scandals now. So, Rue Jun-yeol, who was an actor, she basically mocked his teeth and showed like pictures of his teeth, smiling, saying that this is how he looks like, and she was making fun of him. And then there was also rumors about... This is the only time where she was like true. And the rumor that she was dating NCT Taeyong, but then it later got changed to Taeyil. And she quickly like shut down that scandal. And the last scandal was that she posted a picture of the later formed Gugudan and saying that she enjoyed a meal out with them. And people really reprimanded the members from Gugudan who actually knew her from her training days. They kind of like released a statement saying that they only got together just to have an end of, like a reunion, and it's not like they're actually friends with her. They just like wanted to clear the air with things and stuff. But yeah, that is the mini scandal section. What do you guys think? Please comment down below. Let me know how I'm doing, and if you haven't subscribed, please, I would reconsider you subscribing. So now the next bit is, where is she now? So at the end of all of this, Han Seo Hee and her family, seeing that she comes from such a wealthy family and they have an image to uphold, they all came together, had a meeting saying that she cannot continue doing this, and it's kind of like an intervention, saying that she would have to take down her Instagram. Actually, it was her uncle that actually shut down her Instagram, and she immediately agreed with him to shutting it down, and she agreed. She then ended up starting a YouTube channel called Sohee Chopath. It was kind of a play on word to psychopath, because most people were calling her psychopath at the time, and so it was kind of like a FU to her haters. So, and it was mocking people that actually called her psychopath, so she decided to inject that into her YouTube channel name. And yeah, at that time also she signed a contract with a production company who would end up producing her YouTube videos. So all of her subscribers, her revenue, well, not all of it, but like a majority of the revenue that she will get from her YouTube will then be going back into the production company. But she'll kind of get the idol treatment, she'll get the idol treatment, but like most of the revenue would go back to the company. And I don't think that really fazed her that much, because she is rich. At the end of the day, she's a rich gal. She doesn't really need to work, I would say. She'll probably just get married off to a business friend's son or something. I don't know. And she also posted a video going over the slave contract that, in Korea that they normally have. And, she made a video about her, like, reading each, like, terms and conditions that the company had. It was only 2 videos, and I think it wasn't like, even the video from the production company ended up getting deleted or something. But someone there are some people on YouTube that actually reposted 2 of those episodes. So if you want to go and watch that, like, the first episode was like what happened with the scandals, how was she living in life, and then the second one was about her going over the slave contract. So if you guys want to watch that, I will link the videos down below. I will also link all my sources down below, because girl, video, she said that she didn't really have any dreams. But if she said that she would have any dream, it was to be a singer. That's why she wanted to do the idol thing and stuff. And but she doesn't even think she can even get back into the industry because of the fame that she had, the wrong type of fame that she has. So I don't think that it will be productive for her to pursue singing again, and her age as well. So now there's not much that can be seen that she has done, but it seems that she fell off the face of the earth. And I feel like, and don't want to be rude, is this enough? Like, how does she get to go back to living life comfortably off the face of the internet? Because literally going off of the internet is one thing. It's like you've died in a certain way in the internet. After the Top and BI scandal, she should have just stopped. Like, and I think I think her ways were also like, I keep saying like take a shot every time I say like, but I think that her the way she went about things was really wrong. However, when I was reading up the BI scandal thing, it really like broke my heart because she literally was depending on the police to keep her anonymity. And I think I read the one bit where she was like at the office with one of her lawyers or the people there, and it was literally like a K-drama. Like, I really cannot fathom. I feel like they should make this into a K-drama. I would watch this, but like YG ended up coming there and like turning her off or something. Like, it was like a hostage sort of situation. Like, you know when someone comes and will be like, oh, I want to talk to you about, you know, you end up having a fight, and then YG, and then like that person that you're talking about ends up coming up and showing up. Like, it was like that. It was like she ended up getting double crossed by YG and stuff, and I think that sent her in a spiral bound thing. And I'm not trying to be a like therapist or anything, but I do think she has some sort of personality disorder, also narcissism, because she didn't really feel, in her first episode I saw that she didn't really feel that like she was like, oh, like I'm getting clout for this. Like, she really felt good after getting all those clout. Keep your notes. This is the main reason why you guys should mind your own business. That's it. That's all I gotta say. Anyways, if you guys like that video, make sure you give me a thumbs up, comment down below. This is gonna be a very long video for me to edit, so please, I appreciate that follow, that like, that comment. Please engage with this content and this video. And yeah, I would like to say thank you to Samira from Quora, Samiha Karim from Quora, for listing all the scandals. So I literally had just people's names to search after. So that's really took the edge off of me researching it. But yeah, yeah, this has been CSR KPop, and I'll see you guys next time. Roll my outro. See you guys later. Peace.